talk about their classes or they do school vlogs. Not a lot of them are in honors classes. We all have friends who don't have many hobbies. They go home, do their homework, and then kind of watch TikToks for the rest of the night. So what if I'm the average YouTuber? Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I just wanted to sit down and have an honest conversation about success. It's been a while since I've made a commentary video. The reason why I haven't been making commentary videos are there aren't specific situations I want to speak out upon because a lot of them, they just don't touch me personally, or I think it's just like internet tea that I'm not gonna sacrifice my values and interests just to make a video that's gonna get views. I love making commentary videos, but I just don't have the energy to be as active as like other tea and commentary channels and really like speak about every single issue because not every single issue really touches me. But recently in my life, I've been facing a lot of troubles with metrics of success, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people need right now, especially in our world. This is a very relevant topic. I actually did a little diary entry a few days ago and I drew a little diagram about how I'm feeling right now. And I'm so excited to be filming a commentary video because I've been trying to avoid ranting to friends. I feel like when I rant to friends, a lot of times they just give me a solution that I already knew, and sometimes I just want someone to listen. And I feel like when I rant to you guys, I feel like it usually touches a good amount of people, and I feel like that's the ultimate goal in the end. So I kind of wanted to give you guys background knowledge on me. Like, why is success such a big deal to me? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I making this video? So as you guys know, I make YouTube videos. I've been making YouTube videos for 5 years. It's been a while. I've been making YouTube videos since the 3rd grade. I'm a person that doesn't like to have many weaknesses. So all my life I played so many sports. I usually play like multiple sports every single season. In the spring I played 3 sports: soccer, basketball, and volleyball. In the fall I did ballet, basketball, and soccer, and now I'm just doing basketball and ballet. On top of that, I do violin and piano. YouTube, faith, friends, all that kind of adds up. I don't mean to mention this stuff in a condescending way. I just want to explain to you guys my passions, why this is a struggle for me. But I feel like back in the olden days, people just did less stuff because technology wasn't advanced back then. Since technology is constantly advancing and it's pretty advanced right now, people expect us to get more done. Success is just really publicized. We see people succeeding. There's also a lot of pressure comparing yourself to other people your age. Sometimes I compare myself to other people my age and I'm like, they're doing this, they're off in LA doing this, but honestly, I love my life. But there's just so much stuff publicized on social media, in real life in general too. Like sometimes I'll compare myself to my classmates. There's just this pressure to achieve different things at different ages, and it's especially relevant in our day-to-day life now. I have so many passions. I feel like you guys can relate to me when I say this, but there are definitely people at school where they can't play sports to save their lives, but they're like a music prodigy. And everyone's like, I guess it's okay that they can't play sports because they're so good at music. Also the other way around, like this person plays like 3 sports, varsity sports, but he can't play a violin. I feel like this is an issue of me wanting to be different than others and maybe wanting to be better than others. It's competition, you compare yourself to others. I hate having weaknesses. And I realized that once I put more effort into sports, my music career is going down. And then vice versa, when I put more energy into music, my sports, like I can barely dribble a basketball. A big part of me wanting to make this video for you guys is also to re-encourage myself that it's okay to have weaknesses and to identify with other things than just like the things I do. And also sharing with you guys because I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this. And the reason why I like doing so many things is one, I just have so many passions and it's great. It's great to like so many things. But another part, which was so hard for me to admit at first because, I like to think that I appreciate others, like I don't have issues with comparing. But I feel like a big thing was, I'm not going to name any names. We all have friends who don't have many hobbies. They go home, do their homework, and then kind of watch TikToks for the rest of the night. And I'm not saying that's an issue. Honestly, those people might be happier than me. They're probably happier than me. But I just really didn't want to be like that. My biggest fear, and I feel like I shouldn't feel that way, but I felt like I'm not going home just doing TikToks. Like I love having that schedule where I'm constantly busy. Honestly, busyness makes you feel less lonely too. I remember back in elementary school, I think I had a lot more time than I do now, and my friends were definitely busier than me, and sometimes I'd want to hang out and they wouldn't be able to hang out or they were busy, you know what I mean? I kind of felt lonely because no one could like hang out with me at the same time as me. And now that I feel like I'm getting really busy, I've kind of failed to make a social effort with my friends outside of school, and it's been like really hard to like keep those friendships intact outside of school. It's one thing to be super excited to see someone at school and so kind to them at school, but not talk to them out of school. I used to be that person where my friends didn't talk to me that much outside of school, and now the roles are reversed, and I guess I feel some type of pride in that, which is terrible because there's nothing wrong with wanting to make an effort with your friends, starting text conversations with them because you're bored. With the strengths and weaknesses part, I've realized that it's hard to have it all, and I feel like that's my biggest goal, and I really wish it wasn't. And especially with YouTube, it's something that I love and would like to pursue. I see a lot of YouTubers around my age, 15, 16. I'm not saying these people aren't smart. I'm not saying that they're not talented at sports. None of that. Honestly, what you're good at is a lot about what you put your time into. But when they talk about their classes or they do school vlogs, not a lot of them are in honors classes or playing basketball after school. And I'm not saying that that's an issue, but it's clear that they put more effort into YouTube. And really what you put your effort into is what you're probably going to see results in. That kind of made me realize I can't necessarily compare my growth with them if I'm not putting in the same effort as them. But then that also meant, do I need to put more effort into YouTube? Because honestly, I wouldn't hate quitting all my sports and just doing YouTube after school, but I know that it probably wouldn't be good for me. When school, social life, and YouTube becomes too much, sports is my outlet. But also when sports, friends, and school are too much, YouTube is my outlet. I feel like you guys know what I mean, the classic online school, there's nothing wrong with that. I love watching those YouTubers. I'm just saying it's clear they spend more time into that. I can't always compare my growth if I'm not devoting as much time to YouTube as they are. I know I'm just in 8th grade, and a lot of high schoolers are gonna be like, you're stressed out, you're in 8th grade. But honestly, it's about transition. Every single year you transition to it, and this is my transition stage right now. So my growth as an 8th grader, you cannot compare to your growth as a high schooler, you know what I mean? We're in different stages of life. It is what it is. I'm currently doing 2 languages right now, and not many people do that, and that means I don't have a study, and a lot of people, when they figure out about that, they kind of not praise me for it, but they're like, wow, I can never do that. How do you manage that? This is not their fault at all. But I feel flattered, but it also feeds into my problem of wanting to succeed, wanting to be that person that does everything, wanting to be not like the classic teenage YouTuber. This stuff, I'm not asking people to stop saying oh, you're busy, how do you manage all this stuff, you're doing great, Annie, but it feeds into the issue, and no one ever knows. That's the thing. I don't tell people you're feeding into my issue, stop. It's feeding into my toxic mindset, and I'm taking it as a compliment when it really means that I should be concerned. I've started to find too much pride into the stuff I time block. I'll put pictures on my calendars here. I'm finding pride in going home and having a ton of stuff to do. I really hope people don't think that that's fun. I may make it look like it's great, but it's kind of unhealthy. Is it really living? The people that are just going home and watching TikToks, I'm not saying that that's a useful use of your time, but they might be happier because in the end of the day, you finished practicing your piano, you went to basketball practice, you went to sleep, I feel a lot of people tell me to quit stuff. I've definitely found some things that I'm crossing off of my schedule, but it's just not that easy. People are like, why are you complaining about this? You can just quit stuff. I obviously know that, and it's more of me finding my identity in the stuff I do. That's more of the issue. That's the core issue here. It's not me not knowing what to do with too many hobbies. I've told myself for so long that I'm a confident person. I don't care what other people think, and I do think I'm a confident person. I'm not going to take that back, but I definitely think I do care about what other people think. At least a little bit. If I didn't care what other people think, I wouldn't feel the need to do all this stuff to prove to people that I'm not the average YouTuber, I can get these grades. I can excel at sports. I can, play piano. So what if I'm the average YouTuber? But I'm not gonna quit piano and basketball. These are things I do enjoy, but I feel a lot of it behind it is to prove something to other people. And do I really care about other people's validation? And honestly, I don't think you guys care about how many hobbies I do. I don't think people actually care. I think it's just in my head, because let's say I quit basketball, I quit piano, people aren't gonna be like, oh my gosh, she quit basketball and piano, I don't like her anymore. I really think it's me in my head trying to impress other people. In the end, is that really living? I drew a little diagram of just me drowning in things that I try to balance. It's a terrible picture of me. I'll read the things that I put in this list. School, social life, YouTube, social media, piano, violin, chorus, basketball, soccer, ballet, and faith. And below that, I wrote, is this really the life I want to live? I'm definitely figuring out that it's okay to have weaknesses. It's okay, maybe even to be the classic Asian stereotype. So that was today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a little random, and I know it's not about a specific YouTube drama issue. And I think it's just something I wanted to get out of my chest, because I haven't really been vulnerable with you guys in a while, and I feel like that's creating a little bit of a disconnect. Honestly, with just me too, it's kind of bothering me too. I love connecting with people. I love being vulnerable with people, and recently I've just been feeling like bad about doing it with friends. I've just been giving it to God too, but I also do want to help you guys as well. I think it'd be selfish to, have all these issues going on behind the scene and then having people just think that you're amazing and you can do all these hobbies, or, you can run a mile every day for 30 days. That's all I just say. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow me on my Instagram, and go buy my merch. It's currently out right now. It'll only be available for 8 more days, so get on it soon. That's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Are you cold?